Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity tarot reading. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bianca, but most people know me as Miss J, and hi! So we are going to be tapping in and looking into Saweetie and Lil Baby. So let me just say this. I was minding my business, helping my mom with Thanksgiving preparations, and I got a notification and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? I checked and I saw the title, Lil Baby spends $100,000 on Saweetie. Huh? And I'm just like, this is suspicious. Adding on to my list anyway, though. We're gonna talk about it anyway. So here we are. That's why we are here. We are going to be looking into that. And off rip, when I was shuffling, this card flew out. This is going to be from Saweetie's perspective. So right now, I'm going to pull cards for Saweetie's perspective. I shuffled off camera, and these were the cards that came out. But don't worry, I'm going to shuffle again for Lil Baby and Jada. And we're going to go from there. So what is the energy surrounding Saweetie? What do we need to know in regards to this situation? So I'm going to pull some cards. Okay, we have the moon. Actually, I'm going to put the moon in the bottom. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords reverse. Okay, and these are the cards that I will pull if I need to answer more questions that come along. So when we look into the situation, when we tap in, or she has a song called Tap In, this is so funny. But when we tap in her energy, right? We got the Five of Pentacles, and that was literally the first card that jumped out when I was shuffling. And the Five of Pentacles is here. Then you have the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Eight of Swords reverse. So off rip, Saweetie's thinking about her brand. She's thinking about how she's going to take herself to the next level. She's thinking about how she's going to be in the tabloids, on social media, trending, because she needs this for her brand. She needs to make noise because basically her popularity is very dependent on her. I will say that Saweetie is very business savvy and very business minded. So off rip, I'm already getting this energy that Saweetie is doing this to make sure that number one, she's trending, and number two, she's in a high profile relationship. So I'm already seeing dollar signs in her reading. I'm not knocking it. I'm not mad at it. This is just what her cards, the energy, this is what it's telling me. Okay? With the Five of Pentacles here, I wouldn't say money's bad, but when you make money, you want more money. When you have something, you always kind of want more of it. So she's like, how can I make more money? How can I make this happen? Because I want to start living a certain lifestyle. I want to start having this and that. So what do I need to do to take myself to the next level? So then we have the Eight of Swords reverse. So I will say that she had to get over what happened between her and Quavo. She had to deal with that emotionally because it was embarrassing for her. But being that it's in a past position with the Eight of Swords here, she's moved on. She's moved on. She's done with Quavo. And she is also getting ready to do what needs to be done for her. Okay? Then you have the Moon card. So the Moon is already telling me that she didn't want this to be public knowledge. I do feel like she was just trying to see where it would go. And, you know, very sneaky, very I like you, you like me, let's see what we're going to do about this. The Moon is always talking about things that are hidden. So she didn't want this to be public information, but it ended up being public information. Is she mad about it being public information? No. When lemons are thrown at you, you make lemonade. I don't feel that she's angry that this is out. I actually feel like, you know what? I wanted to wait on it. I wanted this to be a little bit more, because I'm not sure if we're even going to be official. But since it's out and everyone is buzzing, everyone is talking about it, I'm not going to act like this is not going to benefit me. So, Three of Wands, I'm moving forward. I'm looking at the possibilities of things. I'm excited about where this is going to go. And you know what? Whatever happens, happens. So her vibe is whatever happens, happen. I'm going to make the best of it. So Saweetie is very determined to just roll with the punches. Now, does she have emotional feelings for him? The Six of Wands. Notice how all of her cards are very about herself. Notice I have not mentioned anything about attraction and love. I didn't mention any of that. She's looking out for herself. She's doing what is necessary. She's aligning herself with men that can take her up and up and up. So even if her rap career doesn't blow up, which by the way, she just got nominated for a Grammy, so congratulations to her. But let's say worst case scenario, her album or whatever, let's say things just doesn't work out for her in the rapping game. She's always going to align herself with powerful men. Always. And she's always going to put herself in position where she looks good. So she's never not going to make money. She's never not going to be at the right place at the right time. Saweetie is very strategic. She's not an idiot. Okay? And I do get this diva vibe from her. Because with the Six of Wands here, look at this woman. She's sure of herself. She's a diva. She's letting you know that she's the best. She's letting you know that she's a queen. She's victorious. She is receiving praise, because the Six of Wands is talking about praise. It talks about recognition. It talks about your ego conquering. But before the Six of Wands is the Five of Wands. So we know the Five of Wands always talks about competition. So it's not like she had to, I would say she definitely had to do a little bit to grab his attention. So she's been eyeing him for quite some time now. And I do feel that he's been liking her things. And so she's been kind of keeping an eye on him, because he's the one that kind of started first. So I will say he did pursue her. So she's saying, okay, let's see where it goes. Six of Wands. I'm really that girl. It's kind of like when Rolling Red was like, I just came back from the dead and you still not that girl. So Sweetie's like, I'm still that girl. I'm still that girl. Okay, I'm still that girl. I'm still that girl. So that's Saweetie's energy. But notice there's no love cards here. There's no romance. There's none of that here. Because she's not here for none of that. She's not here for that. She didn't come for that. She's here for money. She came here for money. She's here to do what she got to do. Hence why $100,000 was spent. We have the Daughter of Pentacles followed by the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, I mean, not judging. This is just what I'm seeing. Now, I want to focus on the baby, Lil Baby. Excuse me. I want to focus on Lil Baby. How does he feel about it? He's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. One thing about Lil Baby, he loves gift giving. So he's dangerous. He's one of those men where I'm going to buy you the whole store. And if a woman is dumb and doesn't know better, oh my God, he loves me because he bought me everything in this store. He just bought the next chick everything in the other store. But okay. But anyway, so he loves to gift give. He loves to shower his women with beautiful things. So a lot of the women that he deals with are always stuck on him. And the women that he attracts, they love receiving luxury, nice things. So he's always going to shower the women that he's with a lot of beautiful things. The King of Cups is his energy right now. But then the last card I got is the Five of Cups. So I do want to say this. While Saweetie is looking at this as a money grab, the baby is, it's not the baby, excuse me. I keep messing up their names, forgive me. Lil Baby, he's looking at this more so like, I want to give her all that she wants, but I'm not happy about certain things in my love life. I'm not happy about certain things in my personal life. So I'm going to do some things to just distract myself. And as I was pulling, he's not really happy with him and Jada. We're going to talk about Jada in this reading, but I want to dive deeper into Lil Baby and focus on these two cards. I want to pull some more cards on Lil Baby. Oh, and by the way, thank you to everyone that sent me their condolences. I did lose a childhood friend, and I'm still processing that. I'm still processing just loss and people passing. And even though, yes, I know that he's in a better place, and I channeled and I just felt that he was at peace, it still hurts to say goodbye, but goodbyes are temporary. We all see each other again in spirit when our time comes. So thank you to everyone that sent me their condolences, and I love all of you. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's get back into Lil Baby. These cards fell out, so I guess we're gonna acknowledge them, but I want to pull from what I'm shuffling. How does Lil Baby feel about Jada? Because he's heartbroken by her. Okay, we have the Daughter of Pentacles. That actually kind of looks like her a little bit from the side. So I'm happy that I'm using this deck. This is the African Goddess Tarot deck. This is the old edition. I don't even know if she's selling the new ones. I will try to find the website and put it in the description box, but I'm not sure if she's selling new ones because this is the old edition that I have. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so Saweetie, girl, it's a good thing Saweetie's emotions are not in the middle of this, because I feel if this was more emotional for Saweetie, I would tell Saweetie to run. I actually would still tell Saweetie to run based on what I'm feeling. But Saweetie is going to milk this for as long as she can until she can't anymore. Do I feel like this is going to be a long relationship with Saweetie and Lil Baby? Not really. But will they be together and do what they can and see where it goes? Absolutely. Because I don't feel that Saweetie's going to take her foot off the gas since she's so in right now. She made it in. She got through the door. So she's going to do what she can until the door closes on her. But when we look at Lil Baby, he still has some unfinished business with Jada. Okay? They're not done. They're not over. Jada and Lil Baby, they go back and forth. And people ask me, oh, can we have an update? No offense, but what is it that we're going to update on? Exactly. No offense. All they do is break up and make up, and then he hooks up with his other baby's mother, and then he's back to Jada, and it's this breakup makeup cycle. So it's not really much to see other than two women sleeping with the same man, and they're going back and forth. But Lil Baby, his heart is with Jada, but he's also young and he's on the top of his prime. He's one of the most sought out rappers right now, and there's women throwing themselves at him. So this is the nature of the beast, basically. So even though he isn't faithful, he really does get sad when Jada doesn't talk to him, because right now I'm not sensing that Jada is even entertaining him or talking to him. And if she is talking to him, it's for the well-being of their child. She's not really deeply invested in what Lil Baby is doing, or at least she's doing her best to avoid it and ignore it. And he's thinking about her. So what's interesting is when the news came out, so I gotta go back to the first cards that I pulled for Saweetie. She didn't want this to come out, but it did. And from what I'm seeing, Lil Baby didn't want this to come out, but it did. Because he knew once this information comes out, Jada's gonna know. And that makes his chances harder to make things right with her. So now we have the Three of Swords. So we got a lover's quarrel going on. We have a whole, I didn't think that they would find out. Yeah, I bought her this, I bought her that, but the money doesn't mean nothing to me. You're not talking to me, so I'm talking to her. But I didn't want it to come out this way. So Lil Baby is more like, I wish I was able to tell you first. So he feels bad about that. But $100,000? I mean, hey, whatever, right? They have it, spend it, okay. So he's actually hurt that even when I did a reading for Jada and Lil Baby, he had the same energy. It's like, I'm cheating, I'm fucked up, this is what I do, but I hate that I hurt her, I hate that I keep doing this because we're on again, off again. It's like he feels bad for hurting her, but then he turns around and hurts her. It's the weirdest thing. I'm not here to make sense of it, because I'm not even going to sit here and make sense of that, because that in itself doesn't, I don't understand, but that's his energy. And when you think about it, he loves her. He doesn't want to hurt her, but it's like, you hurt her all the time. And Jada, whether people like her or not, she sticks around and she participates in the back and forth, even if that's not her intent. And then you have the other baby mother that does the same thing. So it's the song that never ends. It's the song that never ends. And I got news for you guys. This is still carrying on because of who he is, because of the fact that he has money. But then again, you got women, normal women, going through this exact same thing, and there's no money to be involved. As a matter of fact, he's broke. So this is just about control, and this is about territorial type of stuff. It's very, he's the lion and these are the lioness fighting over him. But meanwhile, while the lioness, which is the two baby mothers, are fighting over him, he makes a beeline and he takes Saweetie on a shopping spree. But now he feels bad on how the news came out because he wasn't able to tell Jada, because he was quietly trying to work things out with Jada. So what about the other baby mom that you're dealing with off again, on again? So if anyone is really feeling this, Jada's feeling it, but the baby mother's feeling this too. Now what's interesting about her energy, she tries to act like it doesn't bother her. It's more so like, oh, well, if I ignore it, it's not going to bother me. And then she rubs it in Jada's face. And then it's so toxic. Ugh, fuck, it's so toxic. Like, it's just, I can't. I really can't. But here we are. We're here. It's just so, girl, really? But okay, fine, cool, whatever. Okay. King of Wands. Honestly, Jada should move on. She should, but she's not going to. And this is not another man coming on into her life. This is actually Lil Baby's energy. This is also his standpoint of, when it comes to Saweetie, I'm here to get what I need to get, and I'm a dip. Okay. Two of Swords. Torn in between the two, 'cause I really want to be with you, but you keep telling me I should leave you alone. Yeah, he's torn in between the two, 'cause he really want to be with you, but he keep telling me I should leave you alone. 'Cause he's just torn in between the two, 'cause he really wanna be with you. It's a mess. It is a mess. So what happens here? What happens here? Where do they go from here? Let's go there. Where? Show me Jada. What is the energy surrounding Jada? What is Jada's point of view? Back of the deck. Alright, so Five of Swords. That's the card that flipped up that I saw. This is Saweetie. This is Saweetie. Oh, so Jada kind of feels like she feels away. She feels very Yeah, she feels away. It's crazy how these cards look like her. Like, this kind of looks like her to me. She feels away. She doesn't like this. So Lil Baby is right to feel scared because Jada's not happy with this. Jada feels very slighted because what I'm gathering is, okay, but you just told me that we were getting ready to figure this out, and this is what I'm finding out. Back of the deck energy is the Hangman. 7 of Wands. Now all eyes are on her. She needs to rebrand also her clothing line. Anything to do with what she sells, she needs to rebrand. She needs to look for a different supplier, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. She's not happy about this. Jada, try your best to not react or respond, but don't be shocked if she throws a little sub message or a sub tweet to indirectly respond to this. But she's going to do her best to act like she's unbothered, but she's very bothered by this. The other baby mother feels like, oh, whatever, he'll come back. So she's annoyed, but she convinces herself that everything is okay. Him cheating on me, it's okay. It's okay. It's like, that's what she tells herself. So you know what? Tell yourself that. But Jada's the one that feels very slighted. However, she's going to do her best to act like it's not bothering her. Okay. Her energy is, as long as you show up for our child, I'm good. And also there's something here with somebody that does Jada's hair or takes care of her with her appearance. This could be a makeup artist or a hairstylist. I'm picking up that they're gossiping, or the hairstylist or the makeup artist or whoever that's in charge of her aesthetic, her personal self-care, that helps her with that aligns her with that. They're actually talking about Saweetie and saying, oh, I know her, she's rude, she's this, she's that. So this is another ring in my ear about Saweetie being a diva. Because now they're like talking about it. They're like, listen, now she's with Lil Baby, so just watch. You're going to see what I'm talking about. So Jada's hearing things. And her energy is, it doesn't matter as long as he shows up for our child. I'm good off of that. I'm cool off that. Jada's really hurt by this. She's really hurt by it. Okay. But she's going to again make lemonade with the lemons that are being thrown at her. That's all that she can do. And she's going to hold her head up high and do her best to carry herself in this, because she knows that the attention is on her. Because I do feel that Lil Baby and Jada were in talks of figuring it out. So now I want to get into Quavo, because I want to ask, is Saweetie doing this to get under Quavo's skin? And that's not out of the ordinary. That's not far-fetched. I'm going to use a different deck because I want to use a different deck. I want to ask, is she doing this to make Quavo jealous? Because we know that, well, I just found this out. Quavo and Lil Baby actually don't get along. Or Migos and Lil Baby don't get along. And they're all under the same label. So this is very, very messy. Very, very messy. And people are even saying that Saweetie doesn't get along with Cardi. And to be really honest with you, I'm shocked that people are just now seeing that, because I always felt that Saweetie kept her distance from Cardi, and Cardi kept to herself as well. I never got the vibe that they were cool. I never got the vibe that they were close. But if anyone is being standoffish, I wouldn't put it past it to be Saweetie being standoffish. Cardi's a lot of things, but she's very open, and she's not like that in that aspect, because she has, even though she is very feminine, she has tomboy qualities about her. So Cardi has always had issues with women not liking her, because a lot of men gravitate to Cardi because of Cardi's personality. So I wouldn't say that Cardi took it personal that Saweetie was standoffish. And that's the thing, it's not anger, it's just standoffish. Saweetie can be very standoffish. She can. Very diva-ish, very, you know what I'm saying? But she knows how to market herself. She knows how to brand herself. And that's why she's been able to get through a lot of doors and opportunities flow in for her. But yeah, people are just now saying, oh, we don't think Saweetie gets along with Cardi. I been saw that. I thought it was obvious, but maybe it wasn't. And it was never anything for me to pull cards on it either, because it just felt like that was just Saweetie's personality. It didn't really feel deep. It didn't feel like Cardi did something or Saweetie did something. It just feels very, you're not my cup of tea, but you know, I respect you, respect me. I'm over here, you're over there. It felt like that. So now that people are catching on, so I want to see something. Should I use this deck or the other deck? I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to stick with this one. Since we're talking about love. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. Magic. Fortune. Is she doing this to make Quavo jealous? Cupid, awakening. 4 swords reverse. And then 9 of wands. She wants Quavo to stay away from her based on these cards. But I didn't get a no. So I didn't get a no though. Even though she's trying to keep her distance from him, I didn't get a no to my question. So now let me get some tarot cards, because she is trying to distance herself. I'm using like 4 or 5 different decks. Don't mind me. Is she doing this to make Quavo jealous? 6 of Wands. And 6 of Wands keeps showing up for Saweetie. And then back of the deck energy, 7 of Swords. So I'm going to say yes. Yes, because I didn't get a no. So I'm going to say yes, she is doing this to make Quavo jealous. Is Lil Baby invested in this new relationship that is developing? The Page of Swords, the Hermit card. He's going to want to keep this quiet. He didn't want this to come out. He's happy that they're vibing. He's happy that they're together. But he's more concerned about Jada. This is Jada's energy again. So we got Lil Baby still stuck on Jada. We have Saweetie making the best of it and being with Lil Baby for now until she can't be with him anymore, until, like, let's say they break up, God forbid. Then we have Saweetie quietly kind of sort of liking the attention, and she is doing this to make Quavo jealous just a little bit, even if she's not admitting it to herself. She is. Because it's that, look what I did. I leveled up with one of the hottest rappers in the game, and he's in your label, and you really thought. So this is definitely very take care for her. And she knows that. How does Quavo feel about this? How does he feel about it? King of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. How does he feel about it? Knight of Swords. He sees it for what it is. He doesn't like it. But he also doesn't want to react. Yeah, it is making him, yup, he's not happy with this. He feels like this is betrayal. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. He may come out with a diss track for Lil Baby. It may even be coming out in December. But they're waiting on it. Their record label is telling them to not retaliate against Lil Baby. They don't want drama amongst their label. So if nothing comes out this year, it will come out next year. Will the relationship last between Lil Baby and Saweetie? We have the Ace of Cups, Justice. Ace of Cups, Justice, Nine of Wands. It feels like a fling. It feels like a fling. Seven of Wands. I'm gonna say no. Oh, this is a mess. Well, my predictions are this relationship is not going to last long term, but they are going to date and see where this goes. Jada feels slighted in a way, and Lil Baby is still in love with Jada, even though he's dealing with Saweetie. And Saweetie is doing this to make, well, she's doing this for a lot of reasons, but one of them is to make Quavo like jealous and her get the last laugh. It's a mess. But we're just gonna sit back and watch all of this unravel, but expect subliminal messages on social media. I mean, just expect it. Expect it. Everything that we do, they're going to do it too. They're just celebrities. That's all. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this reading a thumbs up or thumbs down. What do you think about this entire reading or the energies of it all? And do you guys agree with Lil Baby pursuing Saweetie even though he's still in love with Jada based on his cards? And that's all I got. Happy holidays to all of you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye, guys.